How's it going, everybody? It's Warren. Welcome back to Cosmic Culture, and we just got the very first episode of Star Trek Picard, and I loved it. Now, I am going to be talking about spoilers for episode 1 in this video, so if you don't want anything spoiled, I suggest you click away now. So, episode 1 begins with Captain Picard and Data playing poker on the Enterprise D. Now, the Trekkies know that this is not possible. The Enterprise E was destroyed, as well as Data. He sacrificed his life to save the crew in Star Trek Nemesis. So what exactly is going on here? Well, of course, it was soon revealed to be a dream. Picard awakens at his vineyard, Chateau Picard. We soon then go to an interview where Picard is being interviewed because it is the anniversary of the destruction of Romulus. And here's where they give us quite a bit of backstory about everything that is happening right now in the current time, including why Captain Picard retired from Starfleet. In this interview, we learned that the Romulans actually asked Starfleet for help, and Picard convinced the Federation to send a rescue fleet to help them out. But then we learned that there were synthetic beings that were helping build the flotilla at the Utopia Planitia who ended up attacking them and killed 90,000 living beings. Starfleet used this attack as an excuse to not go and help the Romulans, therefore avoiding what they promised them to do. And this is why Captain Jean-Luc Picard quit Starfleet. He wasn't willing to just simply sit there and watch as innocent lives were lost. And Starfleet, who had the ability to help them and said they would help them, didn't help them, which led to him resigning. And then, not to mention, the Federation also outlawed all synthetic beings, which of course hits home as he had a deep connection with Data. We then meet Dahj. Dahj is with her boyfriend when she is all of a sudden attacked and her boyfriend is murdered. Dahj proceeds to kill her attackers, and then she has a vision of Jean-Luc Picard. She shortly after sees the interview of him and she knows that she has to find him. So she goes and she finds him, and it's revealed that the two of them don't actually know each other, but they do feel like something is going on, so he invites her to stay overnight. Picard then has another dream about Data where he's painting a picture. We learn that the picture Data was painting in the dream is actually on Picard's wall. He then goes to search for Dahj, but she has unfortunately fled, not wanting to put him in danger. Picard then goes back to Starfleet headquarters in San Francisco. He then goes to his personal archives and we get a ton of next-gen Easter eggs. We see the Picard Day banner replica of the USS Stargazer and his captain's yacht. He then pulls out a picture and we learn that Data actually painted another picture, but this time the woman has a face, and of course this woman is Dahj. We then learn that the painting is actually called Daughter, revealing that Data does in fact have a daughter. We then go back to Dahj, and through some computer hacking, she manages to find Captain Picard again. When the two of them meet up, Picard reveals that she is actually a flesh and blood synthetic. And then a huge shocker comes. The two of them are then attacked again by Romulans. The action scene is really good, but unfortunately Dahj dies. He then goes to the Daystrom Institute and meets Dr. Agnes Dorati. Dr. Dorati works for the Android Division, and we learn that if indeed Dahj was a Sith, the technology to make her was still thousands of years away. They then pull out the body of B4, Data's brother. Now, in Star Trek Nemesis, Data tried to download himself into B4, but unfortunately it wasn't a success. We then learn about a character named Bruce Maddox, who was the head of the division and the creator of the synths. But we end up learning that he has gone missing. Now, for those of you who have watched The Next Generation, you may know this name. Bruce Maddox was introduced in Season 2 of Next Gen. He wanted to study Data because he believed that androids aren't true living beings. But of course, by the time everything is done with, he ends up changing his mind, and then Data gives him consent to study him. Now, we then learn that in present time, Maddox was getting very close to developing a way to create Data-level synthetics, but then Starfleet banned synth developments, which caused him to run away. But then we learn a huge fact. Data can actually be recreated, and all that's required to do this is one positronic brain neuron. But then we learn another huge factor. Dr. Dorati states that Maddox created all of his synths in pairs. This means that Data actually had two daughters, and now Captain Picard has hope that remnants of Data could be in his daughter. And then we are introduced to Dahj's twin, Soji. She's working on a Romulan reclamation site. She works there as a scientist, and it appears that she doesn't really know anything about her past. And then we learn that the site that she is actually working on is a Borg cube, and it appears that the Romulans are dismantling it for some apparent reason. And that is the end of Star Trek Picard Episode 1. So now Picard has several tasks to do. He has to track down Dahj's twin, Soji, He has to track her down because she is in danger, but also that is the only way that he could get Data back. And he also has to track down Dr. Maddox. It seems like the first few episodes are going to be Picard focusing on finding and trying to get back Data. But seeing how the Romulans are dismantling a Borg cube, it looks like there's going to be a lot more happening in this series very soon. So that's it for episode 1 of Star Trek Picard. Let me know what you thought about this, and let me know if you found any Easter eggs. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on Star Trek Picard and other movies and TV shows. We're also giving away a Captain America shield. All you have to do is be subscribed to our channel and comment on our videos. We're picking a winner on November 1st. This is Warren, and as always, thank you so much for stopping by Cosmic Culture.